Chapter 12. Here we go. Last chapter. Woohoo! You guys have almost done it. You're almost done with the semester. It is called Mystery Solved, and it's just a wrap-up chapter to sort of review all the concepts that we've been working on all semester. And remember, in the beginning, the first chapter talked about the missing necklace, and the gist of that story at the end was that just because the mystery was solved, who stole the necklace, the detective still had to write up a report. So that's how I want you to think of what we're going to talk about in this chapter, is that wrapping everything up so you can close the case. Wrapping up the case. Basically, just because you're done reading, don't close the book and go, whoo, I'm done. Now I'm going to go get some ice cream. Are you yawning?
Not at all.
Okay.
This is so exciting.
Okay. So just because you're done reading doesn't mean that you're done with the reading. And I like the way that was stated, because you're done with the actual reading. Why are you laughing? That you're not done with the reading. I just said that. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to go back and rethink everything that you've just read. Meaning, you're going to, we've talked about, or I talked about, how you need to put information into a file cabinet, into these files. And I know I'm doing it, but I can't help it.
Just do it.
And so what you want to do after you've read something is figure out a way how to organize. You're going to go back, rethink about what you've read, and you're going to organize it so you can fit it into your file cabinets. And then write a summary or an outline or a story map. I'm going to kill you. The book on page, we're on page 279, it brings up a new concept. It's not a new concept, but it's a new term called central idea. We haven't talked about central idea at all, so I don't know why they bring it into chapter 12, but they do. Central idea is simply the main idea of an entire passage. We've been talking about main idea of this paragraph, main idea of that paragraph. Well, the central idea is the main idea of the whole essay. And I'm pretty much just going to call it the main idea all the time, but just so you know, central idea means the same thing. And I'm trying to use how the book says it. How to find the central idea. Basically, exactly like you do with a paragraph, but you're thinking about the whole picture. You're going to reread and think about the title, which seems like, what's the point of that? But think about it. You've read an essay that was 8 pages long, and then your brain is going, yeah, whatever, and you feel like you want to put that book away or that essay away, but this is when you have to write your final report in your brain. So you're going to think about the title. This is going to help you with your summary, because you just want to know the main ideas of something. You're not going to remember all the little tiny details. So think about that title. Reread the first and last paragraphs. This is going to help you go, okay, what is the author really trying to get me to understand? Go through the bold-faced words. I know Megan just talked about this in chapter 11. You're getting it again in chapter 12. You're going to look at graphic aids and how it's organized. The whole point of this is that you're going to end up with that final report so that you can remember this information. That's why we read. We're reading to gain information. You want it to make sense to you. If you copy somebody else's summary, that may not be the language that you use. The best way to remember and retain something for later is if you rewrite it, just like Megan said, if you say it out loud, a summary. Writing it is even more difficult, but it also goes into that long-term memory. But it needs to make sense to you. If you just copy something down, it's not going to make any sense. So, writing a summary. These are some steps that the book talks about. Think about being a fourth of the passage. So if the essay is 5 pages long or 4 pages long, your summary is going to be 1 page. So however long it is, divided by 4, and one of those fourths is going to be your summary, about the length of the summary. You want to come up with that main idea. So again, think about the title, think about what is the author, what is the main idea that this author is trying to get me to understand, and what supporting details did that author use to help back up the main idea. And frequently, those are the headings. So if you're going back through and you see those headings, those are usually the supporting details of the main idea. You're going to use this information to write your summary in your own words. Once you do that, you're going to read your summary and make sure that you've included all of the important details, but then you haven't put in a whole lot of extra stuff that you don't need. And that concludes our video series. Good job. We'll see you in class.
Good thing you told me to stop yawning because it worked.
I said, okay, you're going to have to edit this out. You are yawning.
I can't stop. I can't stop. It's not you at all. I'm finding this so very interesting. I don't know why I'm yawning. Seriously, I think it's like I have my nerves. And then it makes me, you know. Okay, I'm good. I'm good for a couple minutes. Let's go.
Okay, so you're...
I wasn't bored with watching you.
Yawning.
It was just
yawning. Here's you filming. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, I tell you.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Now you're on.
Okay. Last chapter, chapter 12, is called The Mystery Solved. So remember when, I'm not going to move my hands, remember in the first chapter when there was a detective trying to find the missing necklace? Wait, hold on, let me start over. I lost my train of thought.
But at least you're wearing really cute shoes today.
Yeah, I know.
Those are very cute.
They're from Meggie,
Let me close it.
the Megmeister.